Morning, it's a Wednesday. It's pretty miserable outside, but we're going to go out, we're going to go running, and then we're going to go biking as well, so why don't you tag along. So away we go in the van, do a little pan of the day. Looking a bit miserable, but not too bad. Ready to get a little bit wet and sweaty. Moist Wednesday. Kiba! Okay, so made it to the fill. Wet hay. Ready to run first, because it usually tires my legs out more. So if I run first, then biking is not so hard. Not really great views today. There's the van. So let's get running. Yeah. Okay, so here we are on the fell. It's pretty cold, to be fair. Not too much wind, it's quite nice. But I'm sure soon enough, when I start heading uphill, I'll definitely be warming up quite quickly. Woo! So, just a quick rundown of the running kit we've got on today. I'm running in my fell shoes, which for me is an Innovate X Talon 212. I've then got a pair of 3/4 length Innovate tights on, an Innovate Storm Shell jacket on as well. Such a good jacket, breathable, lightweight, waterproof, windproof, so good for just keeping you nice and comfortable on these harsher weather runs. I've got my Garmin Phoenix 5 watch on, recording, little 8-litre pack, wrap beanie for added steeze point. Woo! So currently just about maybe halfway up the uphill. Stopped at the bottom. Can't talk today. Stopped at the bottom, shedded a layer because I was indeed hot and sweaty. There we go. Cloudy little backdrop. Can't really see too much. I'll get back to you when I make it to the top of this bitch. Woo! So, you join me up here at the top of Arthur's Pike. Pretty challenging little run up, but felt pretty good today. Definitely feeling good. Not much of a view though, as you can see. Well, you can't really see, but yeah, nice to be out in the fresh air. So now we're going to drop back down towards the lake and then make our way back up over the fell to the van. Sick! Starting the descent now. Nice view onto Ullswater and down there. Ground is still a little bit frozen, little dustings of snow, but nothing too lethal. Whoa! A little bit slippy in some places, a little bit precarious, but it's fine. Look at that. Whoa, whoa, nearly missed a corner. Cracking little view of the lake there. Wow, what a descent. Literally just came like straight down the front of the fell. No hesitation. Oh, it's lethal. Okay, back on solid ground. Wow, that feels good. That downhill is pretty sketchy. I pretty much just came down the front of that fell. Arthur's Pike is up there, and now we've got a kind of gentleish undulating section along the side of the lake, and then a little climb back up to Askham Fell. Yeah, got a bit sketchy down there, but it's taking nice and steady now. So just finished a little uphill slog, coming back the way, just passing where we turned to go up the fell, and now got about 2 miles left till we're back at the van, pretty much just straight across the fell now. We're currently on, I think, just over 6 miles. Oh, ice, 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 ice. Yeah, we are currently on 6.2 miles, 55 minutes. That's all right, to be fair, considering we had a pretty hard push up Arthur's Pike and then down the back and up the side of the lake again. So, feeling good. Push these last 2 miles out and see you back at the van. Okay, so we were doing well. Oh my god, ice. But I'm now just about 1.5 miles away from the van, just about to hit mile number 7, and running at a good pace, but just got a funny twinge in the front of my knee. Look at the ice, but we're going to keep pushing on. Probably what you're not supposed to do, probably should stop, seek medical attention. No, that's silly. So we keep running on. Probably going to be about 1 hour 10, so I'll be back with you again. Oh, okay, literally on the last like 50 meters. Pretty good. Just past mile number 8, about 400 meters back. There's a trusty van. Woo. Nice work. All done. Let's do a debrief. Okay, so back at the van. That was for me, that was really good. Super positive. That was the first run I've had out since I did a race on Saturday. It wasn't a long race, it was pretty hard though. It was my first fell race in 5 or 6 years. That felt really good. Legs didn't feel too tired, lungs didn't feel like they were going to explode, and I didn't have a heart attack. So in my mind, that is quite a productive run. Sponsored by Naked? No, it's not really sponsored by Naked. It would be great if it was sponsored by Naked, because this is the shit. Oh yeah. Okay, so time to go through some stats of the run. Let's have a look. There we are. Okay, so my run today was, when this watch loads, details. Okay, so we did 8.2 miles in a time of 1 hour and 10 minutes. So an average pace of 8 minutes and 31 seconds. So an 8 minute 30 mile, which is quite consistent, all right, for a fell run. I'm quite happy with that. My max heart rate was 153, which for me is quite, oh no, sorry, my average heart rate was 153, and then max was 190, so pushing it fairly high, but I'm only 20, so that's not too tragic. I don't need to be too worried about that. My max ascent was 1,200 feet, so I don't know, that's about 400 meters, so a good bit of distance going up in there as well, which is nice because it's sometimes a bit harder to push yourself up those ascents when you're on your own and not kind of being pushed by other people, but that's quite good. We'll just have a look, just for the fun of it, at the mile splits. So the first mile, which was probably fairly flat just across the fell, that was 7 minutes 14, and then mile 2 was actually faster at 6:49, which again was kind of passing over towards kind of like that flat undulating part of the fell, so that's kind of, that's pretty good. And then lap 3, okay, this is when you can see that started to go uphill. We hit 10:28 and that will have been the majority of the climbing within that mile. So again, pretty good considering that I was pretty much going uphill for most of that. Mile 4 we had 9 minutes, so that again was kind of the last bit of the uphill and then kind of the undulating part along the top of the fell, and then as I started to drop down as well. Mile 5, 9:27, again that was when I kind of hit that back path coming back up along the side of the lake. Mile number 6, still on that same path, kind of going up as well, so around the 10k mark, was 9:50. So again, that's pretty good considering most of that was climbing. Mile 7, again starting to drop down. As you notice, I was coming back over the fell. That was 8:13, and then mile number 8 was 7:13. So that was that last mile coming back across. So pretty happy with that. Some pretty good splits in there. Overall, 8-minute 30 mile pace. So really happy with today's efforts. I think now it's time for either a coffee. Yeah, coffee. I was going to say or a beer, but it's still like, I don't even know, it's 11:15 in the morning, so I think a coffee and some breakfast is probably what I need. But yeah, hopefully I'll be doing some more of these. Thank you very much for coming along, and stay tuned for some more of this type. Oh, that was so terrible. I'll try that again. Stay tuned for some more of this stuff. If you really like this content, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to. I don't really mind. Do whatever you want to do, but if you liked it, stick around for some more. Woo!